There are two charts you need to see that indicate a crash is coming for the overall crypto market. Hey there, thanks for watching another new video. In this video, we will look at a possible crash danger and its flip side. Important charts that you need to see, and also to ensure that you stay grounded and think clearly. Do you find that cool? Like this video. I'm Cornet, sharing crypto analyses, tutorials, all you need. Find that cool. Want more crypto money? It's a good idea to subscribe to this channel. Instead of a comment, do these three things. You can win or have a chance at 100 USDT, and every Monday I will announce this person. Do you also find it cool to follow me on Instagram or Twitter? You can do that. You can find all the links in the description. Let's dive directly into the video content and not make this video too long, as there isn't too much to say. What you see here is the USDT Dominance chart, and a few weeks ago, maybe even months, I made a video about the USDT Dominance chart. Whenever you see that the USDT Dominance, so the dominance of USDT over the overall market, is rising, then the crypto market itself declines. And also, on the flip side, so when the USDT dominance decreases, more money goes into the coins instead of into USDT, you will see that the crypto market rises. Well, we have seen that in the past period, the USDT dominance has significantly decreased and the crypto market has gone up entirely. We have all seen that. What we see now is that since 2018, here in January 2018, we are forming this trend line. And on that trend line, we have now held support here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. And we are coming back to that line for support. And every time we reached it, we had a movement upward. In other words, that would be bearish for the crypto market. Because what I just said, of course, an upward movement means that the crypto market goes down. Another thing is, of course, the more often such support is tested or a trend line is tested, the weaker it becomes. Well, this will be the 8th time we are testing, or this is the 8th time. You can see that we had a small bounce from that with the candle before. We can zoom in a bit. And you can see that we are actually coming back again. They are kind of hovering around that support. It would be bearish if we move up towards that resistance here. But I expect that in the long term we will break this trend. So what can happen are two scenarios in my opinion. One is that we move up the chart here, hit resistances downwards, and eventually break it, and then that dominance breaks down. That means that the crypto market would rise significantly, and that is extremely bullish for the market. But that small bounce up can first be bearish, which means we might see a large pullback or a small crash in the market before we ultimately continue to rise. And I will also show you where I think it will approximately come. Another variant could be, so the flip side is that we break it now. So that means we break out here now, come back for your retest here on that support, and ultimately we break all the way down, which would be directly bullish for the market. And the market would push up immediately without seeing a large crash. So that is one, that is in a USDT dominance chart. And then we have the second, which I have talked a lot about in the previous bull, is the DXY, so the dollar S strength. At the moment that goes up, you also see that crypto goes down. Normally speaking, what you have seen here is that the DXY has gone up in the past period since September, and the crypto market as well. So actually out of nowhere, that correlation is no longer visible, but that is of course due to the victory of Trump, due to all those interest rate cuts, which is extremely bullish and weighs heavier than this. What can be seen here is also quite concerning, because if that correlation comes back, it would not be good. What you see here is that if we have a big resistance at 106 and the fact that we are still above that 106 and seem to be building support there, is bearish, because if we are indeed doing that, then an upward movement is more likely than a downward movement. However, if you look further in the chart, you can see that there is still a big resistance here from which we are bouncing off. So we are actually in the middle of the resistance area here. And this point is therefore very important, and the best for the market would of course be if we break down again. So downwards and ultimately not directly up at once. That would correspond with the USDT dominance if it were to break as well. But well, we are now at a turning point. It is important to keep a close eye on this, and with this I also want to say, make sure your risk management is always in good shape. In the event that we indeed experience a crash, make sure you have stop losses in place, that you are stopped out for a minimal amount, that you are out of that market, that you sit on your hands for a while and then can step back in with liquid USDT when you can buy the dip again as it goes down significantly. That is very important. And looking at Bitcoin, where do we stand now? That 91,000, well, that 100,000 is really a market where a lot of people are likely to take profits. Because most people have been in profit since $69,000, as that was the high of the previous bull market. People who bought in later around 70,000 are also in profit now. And 100,000, a very psychological number, is a nice target. And if you apply Fibonacci from the previous bull market high to the low, you will see that it corresponds to about 103,000, so that means that here, this area, a lot of profit taking is likely to happen. And you might also see a significant pullback there. I will come back to this shortly, as something else seems to be emerging as well. But do you want to make sure you are in the best community before that bull market without paying anything and receiving free signals? That is possible in the Kryptonite community, completely free with the link here in the description. You can join for free, and I also provide free signals now and then. You see here a Popcat signal from the 16th, where a lot of people have achieved very nice results with it, just for free. I gave another one today on Dogecoin, which seems to be taking off. So do you want that too? Free community, get a taste of how it all works. Support from my team, even free, can be accessed with the link in the description. Then, what you see here is 5 billion in Bitcoin value being liquidated at $100,000. Well, what he says is short squeezes. You will probably see that all at once. As we approach that 100K, you will suddenly see a spike up and then suddenly the price will crash again. And that aligns with the analysis that I mentioned. So it doesn't have to be the case that, for example, the USDT Dominance needs to break down or bounce back immediately. It may be that you see a little bit up and down here and then you won't see much of it until eventually a direction is chosen. That can take weeks. And it may also be the case that Bitcoin first moves towards that 100K and then you see a movement taking place. Here too, this can go slightly down, can move towards that exponential moving average, then go up a bit again. Does it move below that resistance? That could happen. But it is good to keep an eye on all of this. And this short squeeze here is important, that 100K is a good and nice target, and that is also where the target for my Bitcoin trade is set, and where I will also scale out a bit with some long positions that I have had for a long time. What you see further for Bitcoin, yes, it looks bullish, of course. Bitcoin is preparing for a new movement, and it seems that this movement will be upward. Increasingly new higher lows are coming in. Resistance remains the same, and the target for this is simply 100K. So in the short term, it looks good. I think the coming weeks will still be good for Bitcoin, but there will come a point where the pullback will happen. And that is the whole purpose of this video. Be prepared for it. Don't expect us to go up in a straight line only. We will have pullbacks. Those are moments when you need to have your risk management in order, and those are also moments when you need to be liquid so that you can buy in at lows during those pullbacks. That is what you want to do. Additionally, I want to give a bullish perspective further. It looks good and such a pullback is normal, but I just want to keep you informed about that. OCC prepares for spot Bitcoin ETF options, which is of course very bullish. Why? Large institutions, many options traders, suddenly have access to trading Bitcoin options. This leads to more interest. And there is more acceptance for Bitcoin again. So it's all bullish and it looks good. I think Bitcoin will quickly and shortly reach that 100K. However, there will be a pullback at some point. That is the whole moral of this video. I hope you found this video helpful. If so, please like, share with friends, and see you in the next one. Adios.